expect to see more law enforcement officials on major routes. They're beefing up their presence ahead of New Year's Eve celebrations. Traffic is expected to pick up as holiday makers make their way back home. Our reporter Nkosazana Dambuza is monitoring operations at the De Hoek Toll Plaza and joins us now for an update. Many thanks for your time this morning, Nkosazana. What is the current situation at the De Hoek Toll Plaza? Doesn't seem particularly busy, but I assume there is a presence of officials who are monitoring the behavior of motorists.
Well, Rafiwa, traffic is flowing easily here on the N3 Toll Plaza at De Hoek Plaza towards KZN. So there's quite a low traffic count when you are moving towards KZN, and that's probably because most Gauteng residents have left the province and are visiting their homes for the festive period, given that, the country has been kept under level 1 lockdown. But, Rafiwa, calamities on the roads are still of grave concern, with the Gauteng Traffic Police Department saying that over 150 people have been killed on the roads in Gauteng since the beginning of December. The department says that the human factors are still a major contributing problem to the casualties on the roads that we've seen in Gauteng since the beginning of this month. And they are saying that actually, if motorists are not careful on the roads, these numbers are expected to increase, especially because traffic is also expected to peak after New Year's Day. So from the 1st to the 4th of January, we are expecting traffic to increase and congestion to increase as well, particularly in this part of Gauteng. So, Rafiwa, the department is certainly urging motorists to be careful on the roads, to not drive while under the influence of alcohol, to not exceed the speed limit as well, and also taxi drivers to slow down when they reach those congested areas, Rafiwa.
Yeah, and that's quite important, Nkosazana, because those human factors that you've just mentioned are the biggest contributors to the calamities that we are seeing on the roads. You've just mentioned there 150 people succumbing to accidents. But just talk us through those biggest pain points for traffic officials. You've spoken about drinking and driving, but some of the other issues that they're having to deal with as we wrap up the festive season.
Absolutely, Rafiwa. I will tell you, though, that traffic congestion has probably been one of the biggest issues, not only in Gauteng, but just around the neighboring provinces as well. But before I let you go, Rafiwa, I just want to quickly give you a picture of what's happening here at De Hoek Plaza. Traffic is easily flowing. I mean, it's quite smooth, and I'm sure that motorists are quite happy to be driving around at this time of the year because it really looks easy to just be navigating their way around the country at this point. I mean, this morning, since I've been on the roads as well, making my way to De Hoek Plaza, I have seen Gauteng traffic police officers just littered along the N3 toll plazas and across major highways as well. And of course, they'll be looking out for drivers who are speeding. They'll be looking for drivers who are driving under the influence of alcohol. But they'll also be looking out for other criminal activities and suspicious activities as well during this time of the year. Rafiwa, we know that human trafficking is also quite a concern, during this time of the year. We know that children particularly fall victim to this kind of crime. So traffic officials certainly, I remember when I did Operation Okaimala with the South African Police Service not so long ago, I think it was about a few weeks ago, just before Christmas, they definitely promised that police will heighten their presence across the province, particularly on major highways like the N3 Toll Plaza, Rafiwa. And certainly we have seen quite an increased number of police visibility in these areas.
Absolutely, Nkosazana Dambuza, thank you very much for that update. And of course, let's just hope that motorists are adhering to the rules of the road, keeping themselves and other motorists safe as we travel to our various parts in the country. That's Nkosazana Dambuza. They're giving us an update on what's happening on the major routes across the country.